Middle of January is like second Christmas for gun enthusiasts like me and everybody else who likes to shoot and hunt. It's the time when SHOT Show rolls around, and what we end up seeing is a bunch of very cool new products. And this year we've got a really interesting lineup of rifles, shotguns, and especially handguns. There are just a bunch of like kind of innovative and sort of fascinating takes on old platforms, completely new designs, stuff that's like super expensive, stuff that's budget friendly, you name it. This is the best, most interesting guns I've seen at SHOT Show this year. So I've just gotten a little bit of trigger time with this new rifle from Sako. I'm pretty stoked about this. This is the reintroduction of their legendary Finnlight. This is in their new 90 series that they launched last year. So they have taken one of the most beloved product lines in the Sako lineup, that Finnlight Mountain Hunter type rifle, and now they've updated it in this 90 series. It's really cool. It's got a bunch of great features. Starting with this new stock, this has a very modular kind of design. It's got replaceable forends so that you can have different types of attachment points up there, and swap that out to your liking. It comes with this really nice inset grip material for a nice solid secure hold up here and down in the grip as well. It's got a spring-loaded adjustable cheek piece, which is just fabulous, and probably it's a subtle thing but very cool. They've threaded this up here 5.824. Being a European company, they often default to the metric system stuff up there, and we've often needed to use adapters on European brand rifles, not on this Sako Finnlight. It's got this great smooth 90 action, the wonderful magazine, this double stack kind of secure magazine that's so easy to load, flush mounted. Really smart rifle. These Sakos are just great guns, and I think this is one of the best guns at SHOT Show. All right, one of the more exciting introductions at this year's SHOT Show is actually a collaboration. It's between Glock and Aimpoint. Lots of people have gunned for Glock over the years, coming out with the next Glock killer. Well, Glock is still king, and I'll tell you what, this latest collaboration is kind of gonna just reaffirm that position here. The collaboration revolves around a new Aimpoint optic that has been integrated into the slide of the Glock. And if you take a look at this closely, you can see how low that is in the slide. This is the new A-Cut. This is a completely proprietary, brand new system that's designed to help get this enclosed emitter optic seated low on the slide where it can co-witness with the standard height sights. And if you take a look at that, you also see that these are upgraded quality sights. One of the sort of dings on out of the box Glocks is the lousy sights that they come with. Well, this corrects that right out of the box. So this is going to be available in 5 different models. We've got 4 of them here that we're looking at. I've got the classic G19. We've got a 45, 47, I think a 43X, and something else. Anyway, the 48. So all in all, a really attractive out of the box, optics ready, optics mounted, ready to go package. I've got one of these on order at home waiting for me, but this is my first chance to run one, and we're gonna give that a shot right now. This is the kind of service you get from Glock, by the way. You just reach out a hand, magazine appears, they keep an eye on you, they want to make sure that everything is going good. Are we good?
Ready.
Are you sure?
Yep.
All right. I don't want to do anything I'm not supposed to. There. Okay. And that's all the ammo they let us do here, but you can see legendary Glock reliability, 5 trigger pulls, 5 bangs. I had one miss because I was nervous. This guy's right over my shoulder, but nonetheless, it was a really cool experience. This is one of the cooler guns here at SHOT Show. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it, Eric. And anyway, on to the next thing. I think this is one of the neatest guns of the year. This was the Henry repeating arms, their lever action Supreme. This was actually announced a while back, but they finally have gotten around to rolling these out, and I think it was really, really worth the wait. So what this is a whole new design for them in terms of a lever gun platform. It's available in 2 calibers initially here, a 223 and a 300 blackout, which is what we have here. And essentially it's got a billet aluminum receiver here that is with an internal hammer. So you can see all the workings of this are interior. It's got an incredibly smooth new action that is just glides like glass on ice. I don't even know which term to give it. You can see that it comes with iron sights, typical kind of Henry fare, but also the receiver is tapped and drilled, so you can mount something like a scope, or in this case a red dot. Little very ergonomic tank safety, very positive to actuate, and lightweight. I mean, this thing is just kind of a dream to finally hold and kind of balance. I've been super just impressed, just even before shooting it, kind of the ergonomics and how it feels. American walnut stock with beautiful firm checkering on it. You know, Henry really knows how to make quality lever action, and this is kind of a really cool platform. Of course, it is designed for suppressors. The barrels on it tend to be a little bit shorter. In the 300 here, I think this is a 17.5-inch barrel or so, and in the 223, it's like a 16 and change. So anyway, it's designed to be suppressed. Obviously, the barrels come threaded. You know, it's got a very attractive price point on it, as well as, you know, typically Henry has done. And, you know, they tend to shoot really good, and we're gonna see. So you can see it takes a standard kind of like PMAG system, you know, double feed to single. You know, you can insert that in there, seat it in. There we go. We got it to click. There's the paddle release. Going forward, loads the gun, and
I got the axe, but I got
look, every year at SHOT Show, you know, there's invariably a number of concealed carry pistols introduced. You know, some of them are pretty forgettable, but this new one from Heckler & Koch, I think, is going to make its mark. This is their new CC9. This is an all-new compact striker-fired 9mm pistol, and it's got a really great feature set, especially for the price. First off, it's extremely customizable. You know, you can get this in different widths of the grip and different back straps, and among the different combinations, you probably have about 50 or so different ways that you can configure this for your hand. So it's an extremely comfortable pistol, especially if you take the time to kind of fit it to your hand. Beyond that, you can see it's got really nice texturing on the side. It's got good texturing on the back and on the front as well, but it's not really snaggy. So for concealed carry, this is it kind of strikes that really nice balance. You can see it's got a little contact pad up there for your support hand thumb to kind of index off, and again, maintain control over the gun. It's got really nice cocking serrations fore and aft, but you can see that they're smoothed out when you go you know, against it that way versus that you have the grip. So again, extremely well thought out. Comes optics ready. It's a cut. It's got the RMSC cut on it. Comes with good iron sights as well. Tritium insert front sight for glow-in-the-dark stuff, and then a little accessory rail. So you can see that the whole thing is really smartly designed. Also, ambidextrous controls. You can actuate the magazine from either side. You can notice how thin the trigger guard is up there. You know, in terms of, you know, comfort and kind of hand fit, they've really thought this through. You know, but again, I'm just kind of chit-chatting about it. Let's see actually how it runs. Notice with the magazine there, you've got support for your all four fingers there. So again, from the standpoint of just shootability, they've really worked hard to make this a smooth running, comfortable gun. And again, those are the first rounds through it. You know, for a tiny pistol, the recoil impulse on this is really nice. It's super shootable, affordable, nicely designed, attractive pistol for the type. Got a loaded chamber indicator. It's got all the kind of bells and whistles. Really excellent little introduction from HK. This is really neat. This is kind of a combo package from B&T. This is their SPC carbine. This is their special purpose carbine and their new Print-X Hybrid can. And these things go together like a glockenspiel and something that really goes together well with a glockenspiel. It's an amazing kind of combo of rifle and suppressor technology. It's geared toward the high-end military law enforcement use, but it will be civilian available. And if you're kind of a fan of this space, you think about HK 416 and all of its drawbacks. This gun was designed to have some of that sort of same philosophy and sort of design smarts, but done in a better way. It's a lighter, piston-driven gun that's got a 4-position gas block up there, so it's tuned to work with the can. It's ambidextrous controls, very ergonomic, lightweight. Apparently it's got a really great recoil impulse. We're about to kind of find out. And it's mated with this really, really interesting can that is a hybrid of titanium and Inconel and other materials to create a flow-through can that is lightweight and ultra durable. You know, this really is, from a technical standpoint, one of the more fascinating guns at SHOT Show this year. I can't wait to shoot one. And look at that, the magic. I mean, you can see right there, the impulse is really, really well behaved. This is an extremely well-mannered gun. The controls are instantly intuitive and ergonomic. So again, the first time I picked it up, the Beretta 1301 has quickly earned its place as one of the top defensive and tactical shotguns on the market. One of the most popular configurations has been their Mod 2 version, which has had a folding stock made by Chisel Machine, and it's been a great stock for them. But you know, everything, even good things, can be improved, and that's what they've done this year. One of the things they've done on this Chisel Machine stock is improve the strength of the knuckle back there, so that you eliminate the chance, or really minimize the chance, of that folder deploying under recoil, which has been known to happen. You know, that's kind of a big no-no. Other than that, everything on this kind of remains the same, but it is a stronger, more capable buttstock. That in itself is pretty impressive. But they also have, new this year, is this new foreign from Erebus Industry. It is this machined aluminum wraparound handguard that was a couple years in development, actually. You know, you don't think much about a handguard until, you know, you put your hand on it and you burn your hand because the barrel gets hot or whatever. Anyway, point is, this one is extremely well thought out. You can see that it's got M-LOK flats machined into either side of it. It's nicely contoured, so it's comfortable in the hand. It's machined with these little kind of sort of circular, like, kind of curves in it that provide a tremendous amount of positive contact for the hand, but they aren't abrasive. You know, it kind of hits that just sort of Goldilocks style sweet spot. And best of all is that it also really, really protects your hand from the heat that can be quickly generated in a shotgun like this. You know, the other day at the range, I was doing mag dumps with this, one after the other, and really heating this gun up for as much as it was worth. And this handgun got warm, actually pleasantly warm, like a hand warmer, but never got hot. So, you know, they've really kind of taken this 1301 Mod 2 platform for 2025. They've tweaked a couple things, they've elevated the ergonomics on it, and really this is kind of, in the tactical shotgun world, still the shotgun to beat. All right, so the 1022 is, you know, one of the most iconic firearms in existence. I mean, this thing has just been produced in the millions in so many different variations, and it's kind of the, you know, that rimfire rifle that just has a sort of infinite ability to reinvent itself. Well, new this year is this 1022 custom shotgun with this carbon fiber chassis, carbon fiber barrel, and it is just a dream of a little gun. This thing is just cool as hell, is what it boils down to. So this is built on this carbon fiber chassis by Gray Birch, and it's got a lot of really cool features into it. It's got adjustable length of pullback here, adjustable cheek height, and it's also a folding system. And it takes a little bit to learn how to do it, but once you get it down, it works like a charm. So because I took so long to figure out how to do that smoothly, I'm just going to keep doing it because, you know, I earned it. But it is a rifle that has not only this lightweight chassis, this A2 style grip that can be changed. It's got a nice little trigger in it. Of course, it takes the typical 1022 rotary mag, reliable, bomb-proof. It's got a carbon fiber barrel in here that is one of their Coal Hammer forged barrels, turned down and then tensioned in this carbon fiber sleeve. It's got their own radial brake up front. This chassis, of course, has some M-LOK compatibility. It's got QD attachment points and ARCA rail under there. So it's got all of these like kind of very cool high-end precision rifle features, and it runs like crazy. And I had a chance to put a bunch of rounds through it yesterday at the range day, and it is just as fun as it looks. Super lightweight, balances. It's going to be, you know, a little spendier than your typical basic 1022, but for somebody who wants kind of like the most badass, brand new custom shop 1022, this little guy is the way to go. This thing is just badass. This is a cool little... Here's another really strong introduction at the 2025 SHOT Show. This is Seekins Precision new PH3 model. You know, Glenn Seekins has just been knocking it out of park with sort of high performance, lightweight hunting guns, and this is kind of the most impressive effort yet. You know, the PH2 has got a lot of accolades. It's won awards from us in our gun testing protocol and other areas, but now they have really stepped this up. This is a brand new action, brand new design. It's got a 3-lug system that is just the slickest action that Glenn has made yet. It is over-engineered, super strong, and in part because this is one of the flagship models for the new Federal 7mm backcountry cartridge. You know, it's that high pressure, high velocity round, and in order to make sure that the rifle can withstand that extra pressure that the cartridge generates, they really augmented the internals on this to handle high pressure. One of the kind of the coolest things, for example, is if you look at the ejectors on this, it's got a dual plunger ejector system, really stout, but with a small footprint there. That helps the whole rifle action manage any excess gases that the extra pressure generated by that round, you know, that it might experience. It's got a Sako style extractor, extremely strong extractor design. So they've really built this with these like kind of high pressure, high velocity cartridges in mind. You can see that the barrel on this is relatively short. You know, they're going to be coming in sort of 20, 22 inch type lengths. They're all threaded, of course. They come with Seekins' own muzzle brake design, but threaded 5/8 24. So any kind of suppressor that you want to throw on there or other muzzle device you can. Has a really nice trigger. Toolless takedown on the bolt. Again, slick action, short bolt throw. One thing I really appreciate about this, just like kind of handling it, is how smooth the action is to cock. You know, a 3-lug action can often be very stiff to cock, but they're using a dual ramp system in there that kind of spreads the effort over 2 surface areas and also keeps the effort sort of centered so it doesn't you know, end up kind of impinging on the side. Again, just a really smart design. On top of that, it's a switch barrel as well. You know, there are already a couple companies that are making pre-fits for this, Bartline proof. To change the barrel, you pull the action out of the stock and you undo a little screw down there and pull that right out. You know, it's a really smart design, so it's multi-caliber capable on top of everything else. You know, other things that I really like, look, it's got a integral Picatinny rail up there, super reliable. It's kind of hogged out in the middle, a little bit of weight savings in there, and has a 20 MOA declination. So really, in terms of the feature set that a precision hunter, you know, a precision rifle kind of long-range hunter wants, this thing is bringing it to the party. The bottom of this has this integral M-lock system in there for mounting accessories. Nice flat surface for working off bags. It's got a very pronounced texture molded into this, so it's going to give you a secure grip. Nice oversized loop in the trigger guard there for easy access with gloved fingers. Sweet smooth trigger. This one has an adjustable cheek piece that's also kind of new in this PH line. You know, that adds a little bit of weight to the system, but it's not uncomfortable. So even all in, this is about a 7.2 pound or so rifle. Really well thought out. One of the best kind of values at its price point that you're going to find out there. You know, other companies have a hard time keeping up with what Seekins offers dollar for dollar. You know, but price aside, it is just a high performing gun. I haven't shot this one for accuracy yet, but you know, Seekins precision, the precision is no lie. That's kind of their jam. So anyway, this is a really, really cool new introduction for 2025. The 2011 pattern pistol, which is proprietary to Staccato, by the way, but a lot of other gun makers make things similar to it, has really exploded in recent years. It's one of the more dynamic categories of handguns out there. Well, you know, Staccato's not resting on their laurels this year. They've introduced the new 2011 HD, which is a really interesting and cool upgrade to their high-capacity double-stack pistol line. The headline on it is that they've made this pistol compatible with Glock pattern magazines. So, you know, they're working with a company to do steel versions of the magazine that work in here. But if you have a Glock pattern magazine from Glock or Magpul or other supplier, it's gonna run in this pistol. You know, and that's a great feature in itself, given the ubiquity and the cost and the reliability of those magazines. That right there constitutes a win. But as they say, but wait, there's more. You know, so what they've done with this is they've got a new sight system where you can see the front sight is pinned on a block up at the front there, so it's not going to move around under recoil on the slide. The rear sight is just in front of the ejection port, and that's because this is really an optics-friendly pattern for you know, for red dot optics. You can direct mount both Delta Point and Trijicon RMR style you know, red dots directly to the frame. They'll sit nice and low. There's not a plate in between, which is another potential failure point. So, you know, just from the standpoint of how popular those two types of optics are, you know, it's a really great way to load this thing up with a red dot. Of course, if you have a different style red dot, they do have adapter plates, so it's not like you're stuck using just those footprints on your gun. So you still have that versatility. Now, another nice thing they did, as you can see back here, they got rid of the grip safety. That is pinned on the inside. There's no grip safety in there, which can be hard sometimes for people to actuate. So instead what they've done, and it's sort of in the internals, I can show you there, but they've got an 80 series 1911 style firing pin block that makes this drop safe. I'm not going to drop it to do that because I think I might want to take this one home with me. But anyway, this is the new Staccato HD, a significant series of upgrades to the Staccato line. It comes in this 4.5 version and a 4-inch version. If you are a sort of high-speed, low-drag pistolero, this is going to be a gun that you're going to want to check out. Look, it's super easy to get jaded about new products in the gun industry. Everybody loves to kind of whine and complain on the internet that this gun isn't necessary or that cartridge is a waste of time. You know, but the fact of the matter is that every year we have a really fun new crop of toys to look at, and this year was no different. I just am really excited about the different handguns and rifles and shotguns that we've showcased, and I think that if you get your hands on them, you'll enjoy them too.